Now this final example shows that their way of dividing didn't necessarily always end up with what's the most sensible division, but nevertheless it's the way they did it. So we've got 8 loaves here and we've got 15 workers. Now that means that everybody should get 8/15. So there's enough bread here to give every worker half. So we're going to do that to start with. So everybody's got a half. Then we've got half a loaf here, which we need to divide into 15 pieces. So each little piece of this is 1/30th of the original loaf. It's half a loaf cut in 15 pieces. So what we're going to do is give everybody one of those. So what we've got is a half, add 1/30, giving us our 8/15. And this is the way that they would have done it. They always gave the largest unit fraction they could possibly give first, and then saw what was left over. And sometimes, although we're probably not going to look at too many examples that do that, we're certainly not in this particular lesson, this may have had to be more than one other unit fraction. Sometimes the sums were 4 or 5 unit fractions long, but we're not going to get into that. So let's look at the example again. So here's our 8 loaves and here's our 15 workers. Now what I'm going to do is give everybody 1/3 of a loaf first. Now clearly there's enough bread to give everybody half, but let's give everybody 1/3. So each of these loaves, you'll notice, is divided into 15 sections, so 1/3 is 5 of those 15 sections. So 3 of the 15 sections is 1/5, and we've got enough bread left to give everybody 3 sections. So what we've got now is that our 8/15 is equal to 1/3 add 1/5. And you might argue that this is a better way of dividing the loaves than the previous way of doing it. But please note that this is not the way the Egyptians would have done it. They would have definitely done it as a half add 1/30th, because they always used the biggest unit fraction they could to start.